Hey guys, so just wanted to touch on a topic in front of the camera. It's something I've been getting asked a little bit, and that is all about like the carryover between ring muscle up and bar muscle up, and then from bar muscle up to ring muscle up. Now, the way I tend to coach things is I always coach people to ring muscle up first and then bar muscle up after, and that's simply because the ring muscle up, in my opinion, is a little easier to learn just because you can transition a little earlier in the ring muscle up. So you can almost have the rings here and then roll your chest through the rings as opposed to going around a fixed bar. I tend to find that you don't have to be anywhere near as powerful in terms of height on the rings because you can transition early if you get used to that skill. Whereas with the bar, there's not really any way around it. You can transition obviously late or you can transition early, but even an early bar transition tends to be a lot later, or sorry, a lot higher and harder than an early ring transition, which requires just more raw power. And that's normally what makes the difference between a strict ring muscle up and a strict bar muscle up, and why a lot of particularly women that have strict ring muscle ups have a hard time learning the bar muscle up. It's because they've just not got enough raw force out the bottom. If you're blessed in the pull power department, you're one of these people that can pull the bar to their rib cage, belly button, hips maybe, if you swing forward slightly and then just pull up in one motion. Bar muscle ups won't be too bad for you. Like, I was lucky really in that regard, is that I've always found pull power and height on my pull ups to be quite okay. Train them a little bit and I get quite a lot of results. Obviously, I know not everyone's blessed in that department. If that is not you, then the first thing you need to start doing is training high chest to bar pull ups. Now, when you first start, you're going to feel like you're barely touching your collarbone. You have the lightest touch here. That is fine. Roll with that, keep the reps low, keep trying to go for speed out the bottom, make them dead stop. You don't need to use any inertia, just generating raw force from nothing. Sets of 3 maximum, anywhere from 1 to 3 reps is fine. Once you start getting the collarbones, you will find that gradually that bar starts going down towards the nipples. And once it passes the nipples, you're pretty much there. You've just got to flip the hands over and bang, press out from a dip. And that leads me to the use of banded bar muscle ups, which a lot of people can scoff at. Now, I think they're a really valuable tool because the bar muscle up has that technical element of spinning the hands, which really can trip people up if they're not used to it. They won't get the timing right. There's a lot of things going on. You've got to time the pull as it goes forwards. You can't be too late on the pull, otherwise you'll end up pulling straight rather than around. So your body swings just in front of the bar, even subtly. Boom, goes back and round. You've got to time that, and then when you pull high enough, you've also got to time the turning of the hands and to lean over the bar slightly. This will come with time, but when you're first learning it, it's a lot for the body to think about. Your body's trying to access its full power, time the bottom part of the movement right, and then you get high enough, you forget to do anything with the hands and you come back down. This is a classic. Okay, so that's where the band can help. It can just offset the demand for so much power, which can enable your body to tune into other qualities that it needs to, such as the transition. Another thing that can be quite good is deep straight bar dips, where you keep getting lower and lower to the point where the bar almost goes above the nipples and the elbows start to go back a little bit. If you can start pausing there and then pushing up powerfully, that's getting your body used to being loaded in that transition phase. And once that's become like quite manageable, then what you can do is add in negatives. So you'd go on a low bar, or you do a pull over, over a higher bar, and then do the muscle up negative. So you're overloading the eccentric. Valuable tool down the line, definitely. So to summarize, 3 things you need: chest to bar pull-ups, some banded work, and some straight bar dips with pauses at the bottom. Okay, once you've got those 3, some people will say, well, what about the weighted pull-up? Does that have some value? Of course, the stronger you are in the weighted pull-up, the more pull power you have. Although if you go very, very heavy on your weighted pull-ups and you're barely getting the chin above the bar because the weight's so high, it's not carrying over to the same pattern, because one, you're pulling vertically, whereas the muscle up, you're going to go around the bar slightly. Your body's going to do this as opposed to this. It's slightly different. So vertical versus fractional horizontal and then flipping over. And above all, you need to train the speed element. You want to be able to move fast with lighter weight. That will get you the muscle up. You can be really heavy, but you're not teaching your body to fire out of the bottom really, really powerfully like you need to, if that makes sense, guys. Right. Thanks for watching. Hope that kind of clarifies a few things. We are going to do an article on the website, straighttalkingfitness.com, where I'll write in a little bit more detail than I've covered here, maybe, if you like a read. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already. I'd appreciate that, at straight_talking_fitness. I answer all questions on there, and I'm always posting the stuff I do, so I'd appreciate it if you follow along on the journey. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have yourself a good week, and I'll see you again in the next video. Peace.